Go to Senator Rodante Marcoleta.
Salamat po, Mr. Chair. Dito po sa briefing ninyo, 1,416 po yung nagre-request ng repatriation. Do you confirm the figure, Secretary Hans? Pareho ba kayo ng...
Yes po, we confirm the figure and it is a live count, Mr. Senator, meaning it could increase any given time. Yes po. And of course, it
that's
could
important.
also, it's OFW count lang po yun, sorry Mr. Senator. OFW count po yun, meaning hindi po kasali dyan yung non-OFWs seeking repatriation.
Oo nga, ito muna, 1,416 as of March 2. Pareho po kayo ng...
Okay. Okay po.
Nag-agree kayo dito sa data.
Yes po, yes po. On a per...
So March 2 pa po ito, March 4 na tayo ngayon. What happens? Ilan po na-repatriate natin?
Sa ngayon po, it's around a little, around 2,000 at this stage, Mr. Senator. Pero,
Hindi,
again,
sinasabi ko 1,416 ito March 2. March 4 na tayo ngayon.
March 6.
Ang March 6, 4 days. Ilan po dito yung na-repatriate natin? Yun lang po yung tanong.
Senator, yan po yung requests for repatriation. So it's around, the number would be around in the area of 2,000, let's say, at this stage, Mr.
So
Senator.
lahat ng ito nakabalik na?
Hindi po, hindi po. Requests for repatriation pa ho yan.
Hindi po,
Meaning-
ganito yan
bilang-
Let's use this as the test of the response of the government. As of March 2, nagre-request po ng repatriation ito. All of them feels the potential danger to their life. Tama? So kailangan
Yes.
nating aktuan to. 1,460. After 4 days, ang tinatanong lang po ng komite,
Yes.
ilan po ang na-repatriate?
Sa ngayon po, still undergoing po tayo ng repatriation
So
stage.
wala pa pong na-repatriate after 4 days.
Meron pong mailan-ilan, kabilang po sila doon sa
Sabihin
mga
po natin
nanumbalik.
kung ilan. 1,416. Let's be specific. Ito pong test natin Itong mga taong ito ang nagre-request dahil alam nila merong danger sa buhay nila. So nag-request po sila. Ang sabi po ng Secretary, ASEC, this is a country team response.
Yes. Sa ngayon po, Mr. Senator, with the two Emirates flights that brought in around 60 OFWs, then that number will be reduced by 60. But rest assured, yung balanse po niyan, ongoing po ang repatriation effort natin, Mr. Senator.
Mr. Chair, I am not getting the right answer here. Napakasimple po ng tanong ko. Out of 1,416, 4 days ago, ilan ang na-repatriate? Yun lang po kasimple.
Yes, ang sinasabi ko po, Mr. Senator, we will subtract the 60 that had returned from the two Emirates flights for the last 2 days. So 1,400 less, it's around 1,300 remaining still, Mr. Senator.
That is how we reply to the potential dangers.
Mr. Senator, as I mentioned po at the outset of our presentation, the current repatriation effort still ongoing. There are at least six fronts.
Mr. Secretary, ang sinasabi natin, this is not yet the worst scenario. March 2, nagbigay na sila, nagpapagibik na sila, napapasaklolo na sila. This is one country team approach, sabi ni ASEC. Out of 1,416, 60 ang na-repatriate natin. This is not the kind of response.
Mr. Senator, ang hinihingi lang ho namin ay konti pang panahon dahil
Hindi,
currently
naintindihan ko
we are
po yun.
we are
Naintindihan ko po
undertaking
yun.
the repatriation effort. We're crossing them over by land.
Secretary,
Sarado po.
what I am presenting is a one-country approach. Hindi po tayo dapat mag-away-away dito. I am using this as a test kung gaano po ang level of response natin today. Kaya gusto nating hanapin yun. Wala pa po yung worst case scenario. Ang sinasabi natin kanina, paano kung magkaroon ng worst case scenario? For example, naging hindi na 1,416, naging 14,000 na kagad. So para lang ma-determine natin kung gaano ka-adept ang level of response natin. Yun lang ang punto rito. Okay.
Bago mo sagutin, may interject, Senator Marcoleta. Secretary Gakdak and Asik Tago, saan ho tayo nahihirapan? Because tama po, yung tanong po, malinaw, 1,400 plus, pero out of that, 60 pa lamang po. Bakit po tayo nahihirapan? Bakit hindi po natin maiuwi, mai-repatriate, maialis yung 1,400 na yan at madala sa safe na lugar? I think that's the question na Senator Marcoleta is asking. Saan po kayo nahihirapan? Bakit kayo nahihirapan? Bakit tayo nahihirapan at hindi natin maialis, mailagay sa safe na lugar yung 1,400 na yan,
Yes.
Secretary
Sa ngayon
Gakdak?
po kasi sarado ang airspace sa lahat ng bansa na covered ng requests for repatriation. Kaya't ang options po natin is land crossing. Kaya yun po ang isasagawa natin. Ang ating pong sinasawagawa ngayon is to ensure that when we transport them by land, ito po ay safe. Ang element of risk is low. Kaya hindi po ganun kasimple, marami po tayong tao, kaya yung volumes that we intend to transport will have to ensure na ang land route is safe. By and large, the land route will take around 2 to 3 hours travel when you're speaking of the land route out of UAE, for instance, or the land route out of Israel. But we are imploring the patience of the honorable senators because this is currently being worked out. And once we hit our stride in terms of the land crossings, then we will facilitate the volumes that are necessary to be repatriated. Pero yun po ang main difficulty, Mr. Chair. We are basically limited by the fact that air transport is severely curtailed gawa ng pagsara ng airspace.
Kahit na po hindi nyo hingin yung pasensya namin, hindi po kami rito ang problema. Ang response natin, the level of response is only 4%. Nagpapagibik po sila, napapasaklolo, natatakot po sila. Yun po yung dapat nating makita. Hindi ko po kayo sinisisi. Ang sinasabi ko lang, gawa tayo ng paraan kung paano yung takot po nila ay maibsan kaga as soon as possible. Wala po kaming sinisisi dito. Tinitingnan lang po namin yung akmang response ng gobyerno because sabi ni ASEC, at tama naman yun, this is a one-country team response. It doesn't seem to be that way. Kasi nga, 4 days, 4% po yung ating output. Secretary, yun lang gusto ko sabihin. Okay.
Taken, Mr. Senator, I completely understand where you're coming from. We also have our marching orders from the President. And we will get the job done, Mr. Senator. And tama po kayo, ang sagot namin ay dapat bukod sa inyo ay mismo sa ating mahal na OFWs.
Thank you.
We are just opening the avenues, the tracks, the pathways to repatriation. And so we will get the job done. We will do precisely that, Mr. Senator.
Thank you for your assurance, Secretary. Mr. Chair, madidisrupt talaga yung supply ng langis natin doon sa pagkakasara ng Iran ng Strait of Hormuz. So, ang nakikita ko po rito, dapat meron ng nag-usap na yung at least 5 departamento na dapat ay tumutok dito. Halimbawa, yung DOE, yung DA, DTI, DOLE, DepEd, sapagkat maapektuhan hindi lang ang industry natin, agriculture, manufacturing, pati yung manggagawa natin. Sino po kaya ang pwedeng magsalita sa isa o kung meron na pong nakapag-usap na po itong 5 departamento na dapat sana ay magbigay sa amin ng ilang impormasyon kung paano magre-react po ang importanteng departamento sa impact po ng kawalan ng langis in the days to come. Sino po ba ang meron po ba talaga na nakapag-usap na?
Siguro, Senator Marcoleta, DOE, o kung hindi, ito pong Executive Director natin ng Foreign Trade Service. Kaya,
Ang akin po kasing expectation, Mr. Chair, dahil one country team approach, palagi sanang ganun, hindi yung isa-isang magsasalita dito, hindi ko naman makonect-connect kung paano ngayon magkakatulungan itong mga, halimbawa, yung siguro pinaka-chairman dito, yung DepDep, siya kasi yung planning, siya yung economic planning and development, pagkatapos kukunin niya yung input ng DTI, ng DOE, at saka ng DA, DOLE, para sa ganun, isa lang ang magsasalita. Ito po yung approach natin. Ganito po ang gagawin natin.
Mr. Chair,
Kung isa-isa po baka...
hindi po kami ang central department on that matter, but I can attest that in the cabinet, the President took this up extensively with the relevant departments.
Hindi naman kita sinali rito
hindi,
Ito lamang muna kasi marami ka ng gawain seconds. Punong-puno ka na.
Senator Marcoleta, with your indulgence, I think Executive Director Benedicto?
Sir.
Can you answer that? Mukhang tumataas po kayo ng kamay.
Magandang umaga po, Senators. Si Secretary Go po nung Monday, nagpatawag po siya ng meeting. Although I don't have visibility po at my level kung ano po yung nangyari sa meeting. But I know that he called for a meeting already with the economic team. And also may mga succeeding po meeting with, as mentioned by Secretary Han, sa Malacanang level po. So, but we'll give you updates po later on regarding po ano po yung mga coordination na nangyari. But DTI po is also very closely monitoring the situation po.
Kasi po ang in-expect namin, nag-usap na kayo on your own Para madali. Ito po hindi... Madalian po kasi ito So, kung sasabihin nyo sa amin na nag-meeting po, nagpatawag ng meeting, hindi po yun ang gusto naming marinig. Pasensya na po kayo, no? Ang impact po kasi nito, kalat Yung industry, agriculture, yung workers, DOE, paano ba natin? Ganun po yung gusto namin. Anyway, sana po mabilis na maibigay ninyo para... Hindi po yung isa-isa. Mahirap pong i-connect yun. Hindi naman po kami masyadong mabilis umunawa na pagdugtungin namin. Mas madali po kasi kung united na po yung approach, mas madali po naming maintindihan yun. Isang tanong na lang, Chair.
Go ahead, Senator.
Yung pong... Yusek Echanova?
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
May tanong po sa inyo kanina, ang sabi po ninyo, wala pa naman kayong naririnig na ulat na medyo may potential na danger po sa... Naghihintay po ba tayo ng ulat sa labas o kailangan po tayo tayo nang gumagawa ng ulat?
Sir, yung mga report po kasi, sir, ini-evaluate po natin yan, sir. And we are determining kung very significant po or hindi. Kasi
Yun nga po, but
we
if
don't
you are
want to
dependent
unduly...
on outside sources,
Yes, sir.
doon lang kayo gagalaw pag mayroong...
Hindi naman po, sir. We are taking the precautions, sir. What I'm trying to say, sir, is pag mga significant na po talaga yung mga balita natin, of course, we have certain protocols for certain things, sir.
Ganito po
As far
kasi
as operational details, sir, I am not at liberty to divulge the operational details.
No.
But,
We're not asking you operational details. Ganito po yan Nakita po natin na nag-rest back ang Iran. Pinagbibiran niya yung mga karatig bansa na kung saan ay nakikita nilang merong mga bases ang Amerika, di ba? Karaniwan naman ganun Kasi po dito merong EDCA sa atin. Na hindi mo niya nakikita yung potential noon sapagkat palagi nating sinasabi, the military bases, tayo po ang we remain full control, management, and ownership of this. Pero kung titingnan po ninyo sa Article 3 ng EDCA, malinaw naman po doon. More specifically, under paragraphs 3 and 4, doon po sinasabi natin that the parties agree that the Philippines shall make agreed locations available to the United States forces. In paragraph 4, sinasabi, the Philippines hereby grants the United States operational control of these agreed locations. Iran might understand this as something that is potentially harmful to them also. Kung halimbawa ganun pagkakaintindi niya, hindi niyo ba tiningnan ito? Were you able to explain to Iran, wag po ninyong iintindihin na ganun. Baka pati po kami isama ninyo dyan sa kung ano man ang pinag-uusapan ninyong, kung hindi ninyo pinagkaunawaan, wag niyo po kami isasali dahil ganito. Naintindihan kaya ng Iran? Kasi po baka sabihin niyang ganito eh. Yun po yung gusto ko namin sabihin kasi may potential danger talaga. Tapos sasabihin nyo sa amin wala naman po kaming... yung iniisip ng Iran, hindi nyo naiisip.
Sir, iba po kasi yung question kanina ni
Hindi pala.
Honorable
Pabayaan mo na yung
Pangilinan,
question
sir.
kanina. Sinabi ko lang yun
Yes, sir.
dahil may premise lang.
May I respond, sir? Sir, in the first, ang EDCA site po, sir, ay hindi po siya American bases.
Hindi nga niya naiintindihan
Yes, sir.
ng
Yes,
gano'n.
sir.
Ikaw naman.
These are Philippine bases po, sir.
Yes.
So in terms of the nature of bases probably in the Middle East and the Philippines, sir, magkaiba po yun, sir. Kasi yung base po sa Middle East, sir, there are semi-permanent or permanent American bases, sir. So nandun po yung mga supply depots nila, may deployment po ng personnel. Marami pong personnel ng US doon. Dito po sa atin, wala po, sir. Kasi ang EDCA sites po natin, sir, are Philippine bases that are only made available to them if we allow them. Ganun po yun, sir.
Tayong
And
dalawa,
right now, sir, if I may finish. po,
tayong
sir.
dalawa
Yes,
nagkakaintindihan tayo dyan. Ang sinatanong ko sa'yo, naiintindihan kaya ng Iran yan?
Well, I cannot answer for
O
you, sir.
yun.
Hindi ko-
Kaya nga, dapat, medyo mayroong potential danger. Yun ang gusto sana na makita din ninyo. Hindi na natin alam kung anong gusto nilang gawin ngayon. Kailangan nakahanda tayo sa lahat. Salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Senator Marcoleta. Before I